a state that lives and breathes football. Welcome inside the massive AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, a couple of rivals from the NFC East squaring off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. Xavier Gipson now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
He just missed that Super Bowl a couple years ago, but Hurts and those Eagles, they got it last year, Kate. And remember, he was the MVP in that win. And kind of like he was all season, he's just a stabilizing force. He makes people around him better, and he's a Super Bowl champ to boot.
Right to the air, it's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for a second down.
It's pretty obvious why you go pass on that first down. You're trying for a big strike and to take this home crowd out of it. But Kate, here's the problem. All it did was energize this building. Listen to it. Listen to these fans as they get power starting off with a sack.
This offense already playing from behind as they come up on this one, Brock. 2nd and long. They run it with Saquon Barkley. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. It was Osa Odigizua in on the tackle.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to run for it. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
14 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the
these are the type of plays
line.
that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And this one is knocked away from the intended target. Good start for the defense here as that incompletion brings up 2nd down. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
2nd down, Hurts throwing again. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his play to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. That's caught for the first. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
A successful opening drive, nearing field goal range now. It's 1st down at the 41. It's Hurts once again. Now he's hit, Hurts fumbles. And this is going to be Cowboys some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but the first time out, fumbling it away in enemy territory, that's tough.
Yeah, and such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. Got to recapture it the next time out.
So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
He didn't get the full chance to build on his MVP runner-up season. An injury ended 2024 after just 8 games. But Dak's got a few more weapons around him. He's got a new head coach, a play caller, and at this stage of his...
That's grabbed inside the 30. That one naps him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. First down, here's Dak. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Dak off the play fake. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Prescott to sneak it. And he gets this forward to the 19. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving. Brock pounding it forward, setting an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know, successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
1st and 10, Prescott. Screen here for Williams. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that will set up 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time for our 2nd quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. Dak now from the gun. He's got it. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get the game's first points here in the 2nd. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. That right there, partner, that is not a team who looks like it is a steep underdog. That is exactly the type of start they needed. And gotta imagine being in their old building might be playing a part in it.
Yeah, and we know that home field advantage really benefits the defense more than the offense. As an offense, you just want to do your part. You want to light the fire and let those fans really let their voice be heard. Should benefit their defense immensely.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Eagles nothing.
Now to kick this one away. Gibson now to return. And And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. On the play fake, it's Hurts. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. This one's caught. Smith has it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
4 yards.
It's a gain of 4 there. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
A gain of
Sure
4
seems
yards.
like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They've got first down here from the 36. And again, here's Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. He's got a man left. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet. That's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Hurts yet again. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First down throwing for Hurts. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Well, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Hurts trying again on second down. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Eagles first down. A gain of 14.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Putting a receiver in motion. On first down, Hurts. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to float toward it, and that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. Away. Here's Turpin on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And they've got a little over 30 seconds to work with. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Finds him over the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Another throw for Prescott. On the move, past the 40. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
All set to go now from the 35. Throwing on first is Prescott. Drops this one down here for Williams. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Dak throwing again. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Well,
What a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to end the game.
Just really nice execution on his part to convert there. For the kicker to pay off, really the execution of his teammates. He works so much on situational opportunities those minutes before halftime, and they maximized it.
See if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half. Back to throw it. Oh, put some air under this one, right side. Brought in inside the 20. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Jalen Tolbert. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Dallas with its offense headed out for our first possession of the half. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
The line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Prescott, a quick throw, complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
At the 42-yard line.
First down from the 42. Dak to the air here. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. 2nd down, here's Prescott again. Screen here for Williams. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback, and on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Now it's Prescott again. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. The intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
This defense, they got a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Field goal. A 63-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll double their lead to 6.
You know, Kate, there was a time when you and I were growing up watching football where a 50-yard kick was impressive. But these kickers of today, they just keep pushing that boundary and showing off incredible leg strength.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Tank Bigsby here with the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Rocky's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
New set of downs for them from the 31. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. Oh, he's going for it again. And this slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. When I won the pass, it was a scramble, but the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Barkley. A gain of 6. And an Eagles first down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Hurts on first down. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. And they just get the play off. He's running with it. He's got it in the red zone. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Hits his running back. And they're going to be sacked with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
14 yards.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
At the 3-yard line.
1st and goal. They've got 4 chances to tie this one up. Hurts tucks it, starts running. Pushing for the end zone. And he lost the football. It's not loose. And the offense gets it back. They're going to be set up at the 2. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles come through to tie it in the 4th. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Eagles.
They have this try now to put them in front late. And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Cowboys 13.
All set for the kickoff. Turpin with a return. That's some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. First down now, ball at the 33. Now Dak to throw. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Dak now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And how about this, Bronk? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys down by only 1. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Running for the marker with Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Setting up to pass. Short pass brought in. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. We'll look to throw it. Catch me. Oh no, the ball is loose! And the Eagles have it!
I think that's one of those cases, Kate, where this defense wished that ball was round. You know, it's not, and it bounces in funny ways, and unfortunately for the defense there, it bounces the wrong way right out of bounds.
Now hang on, they want to take another look at this play, and a very important call coming up late in this game. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. Here he is to throw. Right side, Ferguson's got it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Prescott on 1st and 10. He has it at the 5! And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Now, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. From the red zone on 1st. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have won. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Gibson now to return. This makes it up to the 25.
Eagles take over first and
The Eagles about set to go on offense. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Trying to push deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Rolling from the gun here. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. This one intended for the running back. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Now to throw. And they knock away another one. 3 straight passes, Brock, failing to connect. That brings us to 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
You've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down. Desperation time here. Man downfield, and Goddard has it. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. The timeout stops things now, and what a play that was. This isn't quite over yet. All of a sudden, they've got one more shot. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. It's Hurts once again. Need this to force overtime. And it is knocked away. Shot to the end zone. Answered there by a strong defensive effort. 2nd down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Here he goes, one final shot. Need this to force overtime. Deflected. Oh, they couldn't bring it in off the tip drill, though. They had the chance they wanted, Brock, but no, that's how this one's gonna end. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.